Okay guys, I think today's goal is we're just going to fight with taking these bolts off. I think some of them might have been welded to the frame, we're not sure, but we'll monkey around with that in a few minutes, and then we're going to just put it on that chassis because we got a few days before it goes for sandblasting. So we figure, well, this box has got to come off, the cab's got to come off anyway, so we'll figure out, just put that on for the time being just to see what's what.
See what it looks like.
Yeah, and what mounts we're going to have to make and whatnot, but it should be all right. I'm thinking that frame we might have to put lowering blocks in, but we'll see. That's a ways away, but I don't want it to sit like monster truck style. I want it to be low. Cool. Okay, so I guess it's just the three of us, so it shouldn't be a problem lifting this box over that. It'd be nice if the engine was out, but we're kind of lazy today, and it was just finished raining, so. Oh, remember, like, share, and subscribe. It's still June. Just think, if it was normal with all this COVID shit, we'd be back to the 50s right now. Having $6 lemonades and eating at the ballpark. Double bacon cheeseburgers. Maybe next year. Alright, we'll see you in a minute, hopefully with the box on that chassis. Okay, so we just mounted the box on. As we figured, it sits way too high, but we gotta get rid of these front mounts and all
the factory Studebaker
mounts. They're hitting all the supports and all that.
So these gotta come in. And from what we've read, to put it on these frames, we lose about an inch of the box height. So all this is gonna come up, and the frame will come up about an inch above here, which we're okay with.
I think it'll be pretty easy. Just cut the mounts out, make new ones.
Yeah.
Get rid of these guys, and then I'll sit down quite a bit lower.
Yeah. It looks like a grain truck.
Yeah, of course it's raining right now. Well, it's kind of dying off, but still. Enough to screw up your afternoon. You still say 2.2 or 2.5?
2.2.
2.2. Probably looks really good in a 28 Model A. Just saying, you're putting a Studebaker with a Dodge chassis, you might as well put a Dodge crappy 2.2 in a Model A. Banging a little 5-speed gear.
Hey, I worked on automotive for years.
Yeah, fun fact, they're garbage then, they're garbage now, but probably good enough for a Model A. Chris is like, yeah, $3,000 for a 4-banger engine. Or make some half-ass mounts and some garbage here and there, and you fight around on a fucking Model A. Banging gears. Anyway.
Sounding like a 2.2 liter.
Yeah.
Have to put the cherry bomb back on the.
Oh yeah.
Or run with no exhaust.
Well, back in the day, people all just put Pinto motors and everything, so. This shiver. Whatever, this thing. I powered this piece of shit down the road, so it should power a piece of shit Model A down the road. Anyway, I guess we're going to be back, or maybe we'll call it a day, I don't know. Yeah. I don't feel like taking the cab off.
No, we won't do that today. We'll eventually get it off.
Yeah. Alrighty. I guess we'll be back probably tomorrow or the next day.
Hey, back working on the Studebaker, or the new Studebaker frame. Derek just finished torching off these big monstrosities. Cab mount, and there's the front cab mount that was rotten anyways. And the second passenger side. And these are all welded, all on the inside, not bolted, so we'll just have to grind off the excess. This may stay, but it's staying right now, but we'll probably end up pulling it out. This one will be taking off, it unbolts. it's too high. Same with this one, eventually, but for mocking up the box, that can stay. These I don't know if these are original. Those are gonna go. That one's probably gonna go, or be re-engineered. Then we'll take it in for sandblasting probably next week. Motor and tranny are just sitting in there. We're going to lift those out shortly. The rest of the guys have special plans for this motor and tranny. I think it involves a turbo. Done. Emergency brake cable.
Right now?
Yeah. Disconnected that side. Still have to disconnect that rusted piece of crap there. And then we'll take it in. It's a rolling chassis. Left the shocks on there. They're shot anyways, but just so we know what to get when we buy new ones. Yeah, now that cross member. Okay, we're just lifting the engine up with our little A-frame here. Oh, that was just the block heater. There we go. Yep. There we go. Done. Motor mounts are bolted in, that's good. And we'll pull off the power steering. We'll cap it. We're just going to take it in for sandblasting just like this. I don't know if it's easier just to plop them off there and then just cap the holes.
Oh, probably. Those look like 3/4 to me.
Yeah.
That's probably easier to put it away.
Yeah. And then we'll cover up, since these are all fairly decent, we'll cover those up. And we're not looking for miracles when we take this in for sandblasting, just to get rid of daily shit. So we've gotten a little bit further. Might have to go over the box. We loosened off the rack, took out all the brake lines out front. We're gonna pull the rack off. We decided we're taking it into sandblasting. We also took off the tranny crossmember. That's sitting there, and we decided we're gonna pull this this crossmember out. Derek's torching it. It's riveted. Just because we've read that you lose about an inch of the bed when doing these conversions. So if we can pull this off, fit it below the frame, so this is level with the frame, just like this one, that'll gain us a little bit of room if we need. And the shocks aren't gonna, the little bit that the shocks are gonna be shortened is nothing. So I gotta be the hammer guy, so I'm going to put the camera down. I don't know if we can film this, but we'll film a bit. So I'll probably have to hammer it, and I can't film it at the same time, and there's nothing to put the camera on. So rivets are a pain in the ass, especially with a little bit of wind that we have right now. And I don't want to just torch this out because we want to try and reuse it. This, we haven't taken it off yet. We probably, eventually it will, but it's bolted on, so that's easy. The bolts have been coming off extremely easy on this thing for some reason. We've only broken a couple of them. The ones for the tranny mount came off like butter for some reason.
Easiest one I've ever done.
When we first test fitted the box fit over here, so this wasn't in the way. That's why we haven't taken it off, but we probably will end up just taking it off just to get it out of the way. We might test fit the box before we take it in for blasting. We're hoping to maybe take it in tomorrow. I'll have to actually find out if the place is open. There we go. Okay, I'll start here. I'll pass the camera to Derek. That one's moving.
One down.
That whole side is done.
Yeah.
That was unspectacular. Well, what's the point of this? I guess I still have to, actually we'll probably end up grinding those down. If you start hammering on them, it'll just mushroom it over and be harder to get in, out. So we'll just quickly grind those and punch them out. That was easy. Everything on this is easy, which is worrying me.
Too scary.
Yeah. Everything we do is a pain in the ass. This seems to be easy. Breather vent. So we'll keep that, minus the shocks. We've got new shocks. Yeah, so we'll...
Whoops.
Oh, you didn't see that. We'll grind those down, punch them out.
Alright.
Okay, so I just ground these down. I ground that side. You can see the rivets are out. I've never had rivets that easy to come out. Like, there's... like... that one's out. Tap. Well, I'm barely... that one takes... like... how many people have taken out rivets? Are they that easy? Zero. This frame must be good luck, or is it because it's Dodge and not a Chevy product? Probably. That proves it. Chevys are pieces of crap. If rivets come out like that, that's an easy rivet. Very easy. We're going to take this off. Derek's unbolting that. So then we'll have a relatively clean frame. We don't care about the disc brakes. That's going to all like be replaced. So we're not caring about that. The front springs are going to be replaced. And then once we get it back, we'll take all the A-arms off, and then we'll clean those up if they're not completely sandblasted, and put new stuff on where we can. Like, I'm pretty sure the calipers and the rotors, they're gonna go get new stuff. For this stuff, it's fairly common and it's fairly cheap. We looked, Rock Auto, we can get stuff easy. It's available and it's fairly cheap, so that's the way we're gonna go. Then with the rear leaf springs, we'll pull them out, put new bushings in, check the springs up and see if there's any cracks or anything. We've got those are expensive on Rock Auto, but we have a local spring shop that can do it for a fraction of the price, we think. So if they need, or if they need a leaf, then we can just grab one leaf from them and be done with it. Yeah, we'll just pull that out and we'll be ready for sandblasting. Okay, so we're just mocking the bed up. It's sort of preliminary because we don't know where the cab's going, but we just wanted to see. So we ended up pulling this out. That was part of it was, well, it's factory stuff, but it sat here and here.
Yeah.
Or on the here and here. Originally one was over here, but so we pulled that out so it would sit down. This is up just above, a little bit above the bed, and this is down. Well, it's not level, but that's what we figured. We figured this would be up about an inch. At least that's one from what we've read. We lose an inch of the box. We're fine with that. But right now it sits a little high. Like we measured like the frame height on the old frame, and this back here is about 3 inches up, but we still have to lower this because it's level. We'll lower that an inch. That'll lose an inch there, and then we'll get two 2-inch blocks for the rear end, and that will raise the rear end up. So that should get us to where we want it to be, because we don't want it to be a low rider, but we don't want it to be a 4x4 either. So it sits a little high. Well, and these are crappy 7-year-old snow tires, but we want it a little bit lower, not much. So that'll get it, lower this 3 inches and get us very close to what that frame is. But we're not going to do anything until we actually pull that frame, pull the cab off, because that has to come first. We have to get the cab all mounted in the basin, well, mocked up basically, and this comes secondary. It'll go where the cab goes, so we'll have to play with it, but we'll wait until after we get this back from sandblasting before we actually cut and weld on it and other things. But it seems to be able to work. We're planning on, where's that little brace? This was the front brace of the original box that we unbolted. I was thinking of, there's weld here to grind, but we can just lower that where we want it, slide it back, and use that as the front of the box on this. Just bolt it back to the frame where we needed to. Or we can use that as a cab mount, because the cab mount on the Studebakers, they have 2 bolts here and here. So we could actually put that wherever we want to, mount the cab to it. That's the secondary use of that. So that'll be good, just using the original stock parts wherever we can. Saves money, and if it's nicely all bent, looks nice, so it'll do the job.
Okay, so we're gonna attempt to try to lift the cab off this frame and put it on the other frame and see how close we are, and then we might even try to put the front sheet metal on it and see what's what. So yeah, Casey can watch us struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably not. He's actually concentrating. Here, 1 second. Alright, just put it down.
Put it down?
Yeah.
Sure can.
Oh, he can't? Okay, never mind.
It ain't lifted.
Oh,
Are we gonna keep going or?
yeah. You're all, this is the frame. Oh, yeah. Fuck, my gloves are caught. Well, I know. Okay. 1 second. Okay.
I'm squished. You gotta go your way?
Yeah, we can go my way.
I gotta put down. My
Okay.
gloves are slipping.
Okay.
I gotta take these off. They're not helping.
Okay.
That's easy.
Okay. Everybody good?
Yeah, go.
Your fingers. Yeah. Okay. Here.
I'm good.
Oh, fuck, that's fucking pathetic.
That's heavy.
Low rider.
Oh, holy crikey.
He thought it'd be easier than using that, but apparently
Yeah,
we're wrong.
consider we have a crane
Yeah,
right here.
that's what I understand.
That looks easy.
I think when we put it back on. Okay, so we kind of got the cab just roughly mocked up where it's gonna go. Sort of. Like, it's just rough. Tomorrow, I think tonight we're gonna take this back off, and I think it's going for sandblasting tomorrow. And by the way, Glenn Nickerson, disappointing you. Still haven't got any money yet, because you said you'd give us money if we don't put this 2.2. Well, I can't even say digital fuel injector. It's carburetor in the Model A there. But I'm thinking we might actually put this in a Model A with a turbo. Yeah.
Scrap it.
He says scrap it. I say don't.
Scrap's high right now.
Scrap's high, but so yeah, we're going to obviously we got to cut the rails out of the box and lower it down, and we'll put lowering blocks in it. But it's pretty good height for right now for determining what to do. Casey seems to like it. He's climbing on it. I don't know why, but he is.
He wants to get in the limelight.
I guess he wants to be in the limelight. I wouldn't say we're limelight, more like low lives.
At least we're not pouring concrete.
Yeah, at least we're not pouring concrete.
A 100-year-old wheelbarrow.
A couple more weeks we will be again. Not at my place. But are we gonna leave this video at this?
Sure.
Sure. You say sure. I don't think I've said it before in this video. I haven't been much in it, but like, share, subscribe.
Turbo.
Turbo? Yeah. Should one turbo or two turbos?
Turbo our way to supper.
Yeah, we're not gonna turbo our way to supper. But yeah, it's nice to see somebody actually work on one of these. Usually, you know, they got to be towed or in the junkyard. That's just garbage. Anyway, I'm done rambling. Like, share, subscribe, like this video, leave good comments. We'll see you on the next one.